Looking to trade your old bulk for some of the latest Pokemon booster boxes? Well, check ccgcastle.com. The process is very simple. Send in 1400 cards and get a brand new sealed booster box back. We ship boxes worldwide for free once we get your cards. Make sure to check video description or check ccgcastle.com for more informations. How's it going, Pokefans? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at the deck for the expanded format, and in today's video, I'm gonna play a little bit with Darkrai-EX featuring a Darkrai-GX and Gallade with the Premonition. So the main strategy of the deck is, of course, to discard with the Battle Compressor as many energies and Darkrai-GXs as we can into the discard pile. With a couple other Battle Compressors, we can just discard some of the supporter cards that we're probably going to need with the V-Seekers like AZ, Guzma, Hexmaniac, Karen, Lysander, Maxi. And of course, then simply thin our deck, set up our bench, of course. Possibly, if it's possible, even to put that Gallade for the Premonition. And yeah, hit with the Dark Pulse for as many damage counters as we can. So something similar to the deck list that I used in the yesterday video where I was playing with Darkrai-GX and Darkrai-EX in the standard format. This time I decided to also attack that Gallade and couple Yveltals and tin a little bit those Darkrai-GXs. And I must say that the deck works just pretty well. Even without Skyfield, you don't need to even to have that Skyfield because two Darkrai-GXs are more than enough because it's expanded format, and in expanded format we have those dark patches, so we can simply attach energies from discard pile to our bench Pokemon with a dark patch pretty much easily. So 11 Pokemon, 37 training cards, and 12 energies, running one copy of Darklock Darkrai for that Night Spear, and of course for a treat. 3 copies of Dark Pulse Darkrai-EX as our main attacker, and of course 2 GX Darkrays with the restoration. Once per turn, if the Darkrai-GX is in the discard pile, we can just put him on the bench with the Darkness Energy card. 2 Yveltals for the Oblivion Wing and the extra acceleration, as well as 1 Gallade for the Premonition. Also, Sensitive Blade can be good, especially in the mirror matches. And of course, 2 Tapu Lele-GXs with the Wonder Tag, but they can also be used for the energy drive. From the item cards, running 4 copies of Battle Compressors, plenty of Battle Compressors. I just want to have that powerful turn 1 setup, and those Battle Compressors actually helps a lot. Then I'm running 4 copies of Dark Patches. So basically with the Dark Patch we can attach Darkness Energy from discard pile to one of our benched Pokemons. 1 copy of Dowsing Machine. So discarding 2 cards from hand, we can put any trainer card from discard pile back into our hand, so I kind of like that. As well as 1 Rescue Stretcher, in addition to that running 1 Starling Megaphone, 3 Trainer's Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, and 4 copies of the V-Seeker. The supporter line a little bit different than the standard format supporter line. There is 1 copy of AZ because with the AZ I can easily return to my hand damaged Darkrai, and I can simply set him down to my bench and again accelerate him with those dark patches. So I actually like that AZ play a lot, much better than the Acerola, to be honest, because Acerola actually need to have some damage counters, but with the AZ you can just scoop Pokemon without damage counters. 1 Guzma and 1 Lysander. Also, Guzma is here mainly because of the special abilities. If we find ourselves confused or something like that, and if we don't have that Darkrai, we can always escape from the active position with the Guzma. 1 Hexmaniac, also very important, as well as the Karen, because it's the expanded format. Night March, West Queen, Flavor, and Dex can be a huge problem, so that's the reason why Kieran is here, as well as 1 Max's Hidden Ball Trick for that Gallade with the Premonition. 7 more Job Supporters, 3 copies of N and 4 copies of Johnny Purr. I decided to go only with 2 Fighting Fury Bells for extra HP and damage counters with my Darkrai-EX, so they can be a little bit more tankies, and 12 basic regular Darkness Energy cards. If you're looking, of course, for any of these cards, make sure to check ccgcastle.com. Link will be provided in my video description. Also, with TCG Center 5 code, you can get 5% discount on your first purchase, so make sure to check that as well. So let's move on to the 1 game test, so you can actually see this deck in action. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. So yeah, see you in the game. Alright, so looks like I will play against Trevenant. So playing against Trevenant might be a little bit harder than you would probably expect. But actually those Darkrai-GXs can help a lot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use my Restoration, I'm gonna put my Darkrai on the bench, then I'm gonna play my Dark Patch. And more than that, I'm gonna use my Dowsing Machine for another Dark Patch. And simply, I will have my Darkrai-GX on the bench available for easy one-hit knockout against my opponent Trevenant. So even if he can item lock me, that item lock will not be that effective. Not against Darkness Dex. So for energies turn 1, but the most importantly is that I have that Dark Cleave available for the one-hit knockout. And there is a level ball for Remoraid. Another Phantom, Energy, Ascension into the Trevenant. Alright, so his turn is over. I'm under the item lock, which means I can play my Guzma, for example, and I can knock down his Phantom on the bench with my Dark Cleave. 260, just like that. And still my opponent is in a huge disadvantage right now because he lost that energy from his Phantom, which means if he wants to promote his Trevenant, he can do that easily, but I can go for another 260 with my GX Darkrai. Trevenant is a very good card. I can see definitely this deck being played a lot in the expanded format, but unfortunately against Darkness decks, especially with that Darkrai-GX, your opponent will probably just concede like he did right now. Alright, can I start first? Well, looks like I can. Let's take a look at the opening hand. Okay, not the worst, not the best. If there's gonna be Ultra Ball top deck, then I'm gonna smile because I will probably have that Gallade turn 1. If not, at least I can have 2 Darkrai-GXs in my discard pile, theoretically, with that Battle Compressor and also Gallade. Oh, you gotta be kidding me here. Literally. Ultra Ball for Gallade, Darkrai, and 1 Darkness Energy card. Fighting Fury Belt. Darkrai for the bench. Then, of course, Ultra Ball into the Darkrai with the Dark Clock ability. Then I'm going to attach my Fighting Fury Belt and play my Maxi. What an opening hand. What the opening hand this was. That's just beautiful. Okay, Battle Compressor obviously for another Darkrai, for something like Energy, and for another Energy. I can be greedy, definitely. Premonition. I think how Ultra Ball is the best top deck. Definitely. More than that, I can put another Restoration Darkrai down to my bench. Yeah, 3 energies turn 1. Not bad at all. I'm not sure if it's the Ninetales on the other side or it's maybe... Nope, it's Espeon. Alright, so Energy Evolution Espeon. Which means that my Darkrai is going to be confused here, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Since my top deck is Ultra Ball, not the Dark Patch, I can Ultra Ball for my Tapu Lele. Oh, he decided to play Lysander. Maybe to my Gallade. Yes, to my Gallade. So he probably wants to buy some time here. Level ball into the Dartrix. Oh, bicycle for 3. Thumbs up for that play. That bicycle is a big deal in the expanded format. Oh, crushing hammer. Let's see. Can he hit heads? Unfortunately, he can't. But he can go with the Psy Beam for 30. Oh, actually 60 because I have weakness and he can confuse me also. In addition to that. So Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele for something like Juniper. Juniper for 7. Alright. After that I can still play my Premonition. So I need some dark patches here. Ooh, there's plenty of dark patches available. Let's see, Premonition. I guess I can have that energy top deck. Because I'm probably gonna go with my Juniper for 7 anyways. Dark patch. And another dark patch. And obviously retreat for dark pulse, and that's gonna be 150 damage counters, just like that. So, can my opponent somehow respond? The best thing he can do literally here is to confuse me somehow. And that confusion is not a big deal. He decided to go for confuse without even evolving his Rowlet into the Dartrix. Well, right here we can see we can definitely see desperation from my opponent's side. I guess I can play that AZ if I want. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't do that. Retreat for my Gallade, then play my Trainer's Mail just to shuffle my deck, so I can have another Premonition going on. Alright, Dark Patch is a top deck, very nice. And of course, I can hit with my Sensitive Blade for 130. 2 prize cards, a Guzma, and Darkness Energy. And there we go with another victory. Okay, so I won the coin flip, and I have opportunity to start a game by going first. I can say not the best opening hand, but at least I have that Ultra Ball available at my turn 1 for something like a Tapu Lele and probably N. Oh, but maybe I can find something better with the Trainer's Mail. Ooh, something better like Juniper. Or maybe just another Ultra Ball. Or let's just go with the Juniper because Seismitoad is on the other side anyways. So, Ultra Ball for my Darkrai-EX. 1 dark patch to be played. And then simply Juniper for 7. I see Fighting Fury Belt. I see Energy Attachment. I see my... Okay, let's just grab with that Ultra Ball Darkrai with the Dark Cloak ability, and then simply play another Dark Patch and pass turn after that. I have my Tapu Lele in my hand, which means I can go for Juniper number 2. Grab myself 7 cards. Well, there is a Seismitoad with a Quaking Punch on the other side. Oh, Xerosig for my tool, of course. Not a big disruption. 3 damage counters with item lock. It's okay. It's not that good as it looks to be. Top deck another energy. So time for my AZ. Let's just basically scoop that Yveltal from the front. Let's promote Darkrai and let's hit opponent for like 80. Next turn, all I really need is just a single energy card, and that Seismitoad is knocked out, and probably the game is over, so that's amazing. Wish there was chance maybe to put Darkrai with Restoration, but it wasn't. And he decided to play a Lysander to my Tapu Lele. Alright, with the Tapu Lele Lysander he can buy some time. So he can try to set up something else on the bench. So the game will not be over that soon and that quick. Ultra Ball for Eevee. Alright. And one Fairy Energy. Ooh, okay, I don't like that. That's Sylveon GX. On the other side, with the Deplete GX, you can easily return 2 Pokemons from my bench into my hand with all of the cards attached to them. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna stock a little bit in the active spot with my Tapu Lele. I do have Ultra Ball available. There is a Keldeo for the Rasheen and a Fan Club, so he can search his deck for something like Tapu Lele, let's say, and another Eevee, for example. Or maybe for Shaman and something else. Oh, for the Jungas and Alolan Sandshrew. That's interesting. Quaking Punch number 2. Another 30 damage counters. Oof, I wish I can play that Trainer's Mail, but unfortunately I cannot. Well, all I need is just a single energy card, and I'm ahead of my opponent. Just the energy card, not a Trainer's Mail, but the energy. I guess it will take a little bit to get that energy, but once I manage to find energy, I can attach, retreat, go for the 100, take 2 prize cards, get out the range of the Quaking Punch, and simply start to play my trainer cards. Oh, there we go with the Juniper top deck. Even that's fine. Energy, retreat, down to Darkrai, Dark Pulse for 100. I don't need to worry anymore because that Seismitoad is knocked out. There is no more item lock, Darkrai-GX and a Guzma. Alright. Very nice. 1 Aqua Patch for that Keldeo. Okay, so he can use Magical Ribbon theoretically for any 3 cards he wants. I don't have N, but I can easily get one. But I'm just thinking about going for the one-hit knockout against my opponent Sylveon here. I have energy available in my hand. I have Battle Compressor for like 3 energies. But I only have 1 Dark Patch available. Whew, that's not good. Anyways, we don't need that. We don't need Starling Megaphone, I guess, as well as the Battle Compressor. I'm gonna discard all of these cards. Yeah, let's go with Juniper. Fighting Fury Belt. Restoration for 20 more damage counters. And I'm keep going on with my Dark Pulse. So that's 130. Next turn Sylveon can easily be knocked out. But the worst thing is that he can even put 2 of my Pokemons from my bench to my hand with that GX attack. And I really hope that that's not gonna happen. There is a Max Elixir. Alright, and 1 Sycamore for 7. Another Sylveon discard. I only have 9 cards left, but Once I manage to set up my energies, I can go for one hit knockout, so I will have more than enough time to win this game. Next turn, basically, I can just play my V-Seeker for Lysander and knocks out his Sylveon on the bench. Another water energy attached, and another water energy attached. Ooh, okay, 4 energies, that's like 130. Good thing is I can retreat for free, and I can even Guzma, for example. Lucky Helmet. Yeah, I'm gonna play Guzma. I'm gonna definitely play my Guzma here. No question about that. Because I really want to knock out his Sylveon in order to find maybe extra Dark Patch, for example. So Dark Pulse for 140 and Darkrai-GX. Okay, so there is a Darkrai-GX. So far I can hit for 180, and next turn I can go for like 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I can go for 160, which means 180. I can hit for 180 next turn. Another energy attachment. All right. And even if he can knock out my Darkrai, I can win the game just simply by attaching energy and playing my Juniper for 7 and getting that Darkrai-GX on the bench for extra 40. Of course, after that energy attachment. So he hit me with the Secret Sword for like 150, which means only one thing. I can attach one more energy and basically hit with my Dark Pulse for 180, and that's enough for the knockout, so that's the GG.